From this process, I have learned new things about technologies and methods, as well as updating my knowledge on things that I already knew. Firstly, I learned how to create an animatic storyboard with both a still camera and a HD camera. I then learned new things about camera work. I learned how to successfully use a HD camera and how to use it successfully with camera accessories such as a dolly and tripod. I also had to realise that different textures would affect the dolly and therefore the camera footage in different ways. For example, when we were filming outside for the car scene on the gravelly road. Another thing I learned about was lighting, as we had not done this in our previous project. I found this quite hard as I couldn't get my head around what lighting sources were best for what sort of scene. Eventually, after practice, I figured out what I needed to use the light successfully. The lighting exercise helped with this. On the editing software, Final Cut Pro, I learnt a great deal as we found ourselves pushing ourselves more with what we wanted on our final product. I learnt about titling and how to use it more effectively. I also learnt about how to cut and edit the footage with more precision. I found Final Cut Pro simple to use once I had learnt what I needed to know and found it quite fun to use. Finally, I learnt about how to use GarageBand effectively. I found this quite hard as I wasn't used to the commands and how to use the software, as I have a PC computer, so I'm not too used to the Apple Mac software. I was taught how to insert Foley effects to match the moving image, as well as detach sound from the footage itself. I also learnt how to change the tone and sound of different sounds. For example, when we wanted a tinny radio effect on the music we used in the very beginning of our opening. Overall, the hardest thing for me to learn and adapt to was the GarageBand software, as I found it quite fiddly and hard to use. On the flip side, I found Final Cut Pro much more easy to learn and adapt to help us make a successful project.